Hello guys, and welcome back to Game Development Tutorials. Sorry that I'm posting so late, it is almost 4 o'clock. But last video, hold on, we solved all the bugs of this game. So yeah, woohoo, that's fun. Oh yeah. Okay, so today we are going to continue on the upgrade menu, because right now, we do not have anything for the shop. So yeah, woohoo. So first of all, we need a form of currency. That'll be our money. So I'm just going to create the variable in the game manager script. So I'm just going to double click on the game manager script to open it up in Visual Studio. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I'm just going to delete this /out line because we do not need it anymore because it was just a comment. So yeah. Okay, now I will make a public float for the starting money. Then I'm gonna make hide and expector public float for the current money. Because I do not want you to change the current money in the inspector, and I do not even want you to be tempted to do that, so it's just not going to be in the inspector, but it's still going to be public, so other scripts can still access it. So yeah, woohoo. So in the start function, we are just going to say current money is equal to, starting money. Perfect. Okay. We are also going to hopefully make a UI, a text up here that displays the money amount. That's pretty easy to do. I'll just set the starting money to maybe 50, because things in the shop will be pretty expensive, like $100. Okay, then I'll go into the enemy controller script. I'll go to the top, and I need a reference, private, game manager. Okay, and I do believe that, yep, we have tagged this. Okay, good. So, to actually get the game manager, so right now it will just be equal to nothing or null. So, it will just say game manager is equal to game object, as we usually do, dot find object of tag, game manager dot get component, game manager. And remember, we have to spell this that is inside the parentheses exactly how we spelled it right here, or else it won't do anything. It won't even return an error. So if something's not working and it has a reference to the game manager or audio manager, that's probably the reason why, because the tag. Okay, so now when the enemy actually dies, first of all, we need a public int. So an int is like a float, except floats can have points. So floats can have 1.5. Ints can only be 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. They can only be whole numbers. So I'm just gonna call this int money worth, maybe. I don't know. Then right before it dies, so right here, we will say game manager dot current money plus equals money worth, just like that, and that should be it. Now we should be able to collect money. Is really that easy. Okay, let's go into debug mode. So just click these 3 bars and go into debug mode. And now, oh right, that will not work, because we have to go inside here. You know what? I'm gonna make it a bit easier. Right before he dies, I'm gonna say print game manager dot current money, so you don't have to hide and show the variable every time we want to test. Okay, and print does the same thing as debug.log, except it's just shorter. And if you forget, both of those just prints the message that you want into the console, which is right here. Okay, now when I press play, the money is at 50 right now. But if I kill an enemy, boom, oops, still at 50 because we have not assigned a worth. That makes sense. Okay, we can go into our prefabs, go into the enemy spaceship, prefab, and we still have to assign how much each enemy is worth. So I'm just going to say $10. So yeah, it will take 5 enemies to get to $50. Okay, here we go. Enemy spawn, there he is. Bada boom, and now it says 60. I also want to display the player's health. So yeah, we also might do that. Well, we got 70, then $80. Then we also died. So yeah, fun. I do want to test something really quick. I'm just going to clear the console. Press continue. Will it still give you money even if the enemy has gone past the screen? Okay, I'm just checking really quick. Does not look like it. Good. Okay. Excellent, as Mr. Burns would say. Okay. Excellent. Now we just have to display the money, which is actually very easy. So we can just go into the game manager, double click on that, then I'm just saying no. So there's a function called onValueChange, but apparently there isn't. We'll say that we're just going to do this in the update method, but first we have to be using something at the top. We have to be using UniEngine.ui. That just allows us to get access to text and images and canvases and all that great UI stuff. So first of all, we need public text money text. And just to show you what UniEngine.ui does, if I just comment that out, we'll get an error saying that it does not exist. And that is what UniUI does. It gives us access to a lot of UI components. Okay, so to start, I'll just say money text.text is equal to, then some quotations, $sign. Outside of the quotations, we want to add a plus sign. And then we want current money. Then I'm just going to copy and paste that, so Control C, and in the update method, after all of this has happened, let's actually do it right here. I'm just going to paste that back in. So yeah, now all we have to do is drag and drop a text object into this slot, and it'll work. First of all, we have to actually make the text object. So I'm just going to go into the scene and in 2D mode by just pressing this button right here. And by the way, I am navigating with right click. Okay, or you can do it with middle click. Which, if you're using a touchpad, sorry, you do not have middle click. So yeah, that's why it's optional. Okay. I will just right-click under Canvas, so right-click, hover over UI, and I want to add text. This will just be called the money text. I'm just going to align it on center, font size, maybe 75. For the text, I will just say $200, I don't know. Then for the color, I'll make that white. And you will also notice that the text is not showing. That is because the text box is not big enough, so we're just going to have to expand that. And I'm just going to put it right in this corner. Actually, I'm going to align it right there. And I'm just going to bring that right there. And that looks good. So now I'm just going to go into the game manager. Not the script, just the game object. Now I'm just going to drag and drop the money text into the money text slot. Then press play and everything should work. Snaps to $50. Good, and if we kill an enemy, it should say 50. Oops, 70. Yes, that's a bug right there, so we're going to have to fix that. It's adding the money twice. Because it's dying twice. But yeah, the money gets added. Fun. Okay. I do want to make the enemy bullets slower though. So I'm just going to click on the enemy bullets. Then I'm going to set the speed to maybe 20. Okay. And let's just make it only add up money once. So I'm going to go into the enemy controller script. And I'm not going to print the money anymore because now we have a display of the money. So yeah. Okay, so now I'm just going to write private bool. So remember, a bool is true or false. And I'll call it is dead. And in the start, set is dead is equal to false. You do not have to do this because the default is false. So yeah. Then, when it dies, right here I'll set is dead is equal to true. Then when it's adding up the money, I'll say if is dead is equal to false. It's kind of hard to understand, but it just adds up the money once. So yeah, that's basically all that did. Okay, now when I press play, this should work. Okay, let's see. They're much slower. 60, 70, 80, and yep, it is now working. Last thing, I'm going to set shoot, the shoot speed 1.25 maybe. And that should be it for this video. We've added some currency to our game. Fun. There we go, that is much better. Okay, cool. And that is it. Bye guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video, and see you in the next one. Bye.